Hello everyone and welcome to NASCAR 15. So it has been an eternity, it feels like. At least maybe 2 years? No, September 2023 when Mortal Kombat 1 came out. Since I have done commentary on a video on my channel. Now it's, I've uploaded whatever I've been playing from time to time. New Resident Evil game, new Silent Hill game, new Wolfenstein or old Wolfenstein. Just whatever I'm currently playing. I've kept the channel alive. But I have noticed there's been a spike whenever I post NASCAR content. It's kind of above the rest right now. When I post something NASCAR, it actually gets a little bit of viewage on it. So it kind of just lined up for a special moment because I have been doing photography for Davis 2 Motorsports, a team out of North Alabama, a team of great people, a family team, just hardworking people great people who have put an incredible race car together. In the driver's third race ever, he made it to victory lane. His first race, in fact, he finished third. Second race had a fallback. Third race, boom, victory lane. And we would have loved to have been able to live stream every bit of that on the Facebook page for Davis 2 Motorsports, where I take photos at, and been able to have shared that entire journey of how it all went down and live in the moment. But unfortunately, Facebook doesn't let you stream on a page until you have so many likes. So I wanted to contribute in some way to try to help get some likes over on the page. So if you watch this and you enjoy my content and would like to see more commentary, let me know that too. But if you watch any of my previous videos back when I did talk, I've talked about not asking for likes or subscriptions, but this is bigger than me. This is bigger than my YouTube channel. And I just want to ask if you could go in the description there and click that link. It'll be the only thing in the description. So that's what you click on. Take you over to the Davis 2 Motorsports Facebook page, or if you just want to type it in, it's right there. Open you up a tab. It's right there at the bottom of the screen, and you'll know that you're in the right place when you see that logo right up there on your screen that's at the top of your screen. So head over there, give it a like, let everyone know that Boneyard sent you. And all the photos on there are ones that I take, so you can take a look at what I do outside of when I'm not messing around uploading videos on YouTube that no one watches, right? So be sure to give them a like. They're a great team, great group of people, and deserve to be able to stream those races live on Facebook for all the fans of racing. So you'll get to see a lot of great action over there with Buzz Car Racing and Short Track in North Alabama. So be sure to check that out. Now, with that said, let's get to the actual NASCAR 15 video itself. And what theme did I decide to go with? Well, I mean, this upcoming weekend, as I speak, NASCAR will be in Talladega. And I mean, you can't not think Talladega and think, well, if you're going to do a themed video on it, you're going to race there, it's got to be with the one and only Redneck Jesus, Dale Earnhardt Jr., right? So we're going to go with that. We're going to go with the Martinsville 2015 Diet Mountain Dew scheme, because it's the only Mountain Dew scheme on here is a diet one. I even went and bought me a Mountain Dew for this. Diet Mountain Dew at that. I got my old Amp Energy 88 Dale Jr. hat on. I'm psyched. And right now I'm traveling over to Redneck Heaven itself, Talladega. So the way I've set this up, I actually did a horrible job of setting the car up and had to go on the internet. I found a setup. It makes it look like my car is one of those squatted trucks I hate so much I see going out, But it's fast. I think it might be too fast. I'm not sure. I don't even know if this is going to be interesting. We're going to find out together, because all I did was practice. I did some racing last night. I put in a bunch of laps last night when I first thought about doing this video. Well into 4 o'clock this morning, and I did a lot of laps. So I never really had a chance. I would go into a race, and I just never could get even a top 10 car. And so I went on the internet, found this, and boom, I ran 47.15 or something like that. It's like, all right, this setup will work. So I'm going to go with that. Visual damage only, because I'm afraid this setup would actually probably blow the car up. 37 laps, 100% difficulty on the opponent. And that is the high as that goes. It's not as For those of you that may have only have played NASCAR Heat, it doesn't go to 105 in the AI difficulty, only 100%. So it's all the way up. Qualifying, I'm going to try to just get in a good lap and then retire the qualifying, so I don't spend so much time there. So let's go. Again, leaving practice out. It's a really, really fast setup. I don't think it's, going to be breaking Bill Elliott's qualifying time, but it may be along the lines of the performance that everyone got that weekend in 1987 when Davey Allison, man, just left the field in the dust. This car may do the same thing. Right now, it looks normal, but wait till we get to the track. This thing's going to be squatted. Some of you will probably like that. Not me. Not a fan of the squatted look. But this thing looks like it's ready to take flight. It absolutely turns into a rocket. Let me double check that. All right, yeah, we're good. Do a little qualifying and show you what I mean.
We can do this.
Look at this car. I mean, just looks like it's ready to take off. I'm not even sure that front right tire is touching the track. And there's going to be a lot of sparks flying out of the back of this car where it's sitting so much. But this has to be some kind of mechanic braking setup. Something to do with breaking the mechanics of the game, not actually a mechanic himself, but yeah, breaking the mechanics of the game. Because there's no way this should work. There's just no way. I should bottom out, spin, hit the wall head on, and have a completely destroyed car. Potentially flip. I mean, I'm not sure that right front tire is even touching the track, really. I mean, it's spinning, so you would presume it is, but I don't know. I need to focus more on qualifying than if that tire's touching or not. So again, I don't think I'm going to have to qualify full through any of these. I think I'm going to be able to just get a lap in and retire, and then that final one, that's where I'll put in the most real effort. Please don't drop down in front of me. Actually, I'm just going to go to your outside.
Keep high.
Because again, this first one here, I just got to be good enough to go the next round, and I think I will have no problem there.
Go up top. Clear on the low side.
48 even, that should be enough. That's not going to be pole time though, so maybe this setup's not as good as I was thinking. Or it might be pole time, I don't know. We're just going to go ahead and retire. Qualified for next round. No, I know when I was racing last night, I put hundreds of laps in just racing. Several different races trying to find something to work, and the fast times were pretty quick. Like I said, look, my previous best, that is actually from trying this setup out. But racing last night, I think the times were even lower. Kyle Larson had a 47, even almost. I mean, it was a 47.02, if I remember correctly, that Larson ran here during an actual race. So when the draft is together and everything, that's a little bit different. I have not took this setup into a race. I only took it into practice, so I don't know what to suspect. Usually when I take setups from online, though, it's complete just dominance. I know I had a lot of NASCAR Heat 5 videos where people ask me, well, why do you even bother racing when you dominate so much? Why would you even do a full race? And then I thought about it and I was like, well, yeah, why am I? I mean, I was almost up, pal. Only game I had at the time, and it was either I get completely destroyed or I completely destroyed them. So, yeah, I took it. My car just bottomed out. That's not good. But I can get it when you're trying to, put something on YouTube and you want it to have some entertainment value. You don't want to completely demolish everyone in the field. So I'm hoping this goes well. I know this has been one of the harder games I've ever played involving NASCAR for me. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Better move right there, man. Great save. We're okay.
All right, so that's not good. Absolutely bottomed out again because of this setup. I don't know who thought this was a good idea. And yeah, it's fast, but I'm bottoming out.
He's looking to draft behind you. R1 back.
This may get me absolutely in last position. I'm still trying to catch up speed. Just try not to bottom out anymore. I was just saying, this has always been one of the hardest games for me. Back when I got this game, it was on PS3, and the only thing that was memorable for me was one song off the soundtrack, Rubber on This Road by Breaking Southwest. That's the only thing I took from this game. I could never put the AI difficulty on more than like 20%, 25%, depending on the track, because I was so horrible at setups. Hopefully I can get across this line. I will before time expires and I can get one more good lap in here. But anyways, back to it. I definitely struggled with this game when it comes to car setups. It never worked for me. So I did a video, I think last year. Sounds about right, because NASCAR was going on or whatever. I did a video of a couple of races, I think, or maybe one with this game, and that's pretty much all I did when I bought it again for the PC. So there's not a lot going on for me with this game. God, again, I did it again. Wow. I never had this problem last night. Wow. So hopefully I go into the next round. Let's go ahead and retire. I qualified for the next round. Thankfully, I cannot come out of the turn all of a sudden. Oh, and the car stays damaged. That's great. Don't know what's suddenly going on. Oh, my tires are worn. Yellow right rear tire. It's turning back green now. Man. Again, who thought this setup was a good idea? I mean, the internet keeps commenting on how good it is. One guy said it's a little loose coming out of turn 4. A little loose my ass. I'm hopping what feels like a curve because I'm bottoming the car out, and I'm flying across the track a little bit, and that little bit's going to turn into, I'm going to take full flight. So maybe I need to just keep the car low here. Yeah, I'm thinking that's going to be the deal. The car's going to have to stay low. That damage just bothers me. I'm one of those, I don't know why, the damage on the car absolutely just annoys me. So I got a previous best with this setup, but I haven't changed anything or tried to modify anything from where I picked it up. I was able to get a 47.15, no problem. Now I'm not closing in on that. I'm not really getting the opportunity to do so either. I didn't have any problems when running this in practice. No hopping along. But also when I don't talk and I don't have to concentrate to talk, like I'm having pauses. I'm a little rusty. Forgive me, I'm a little rusty. It's been a while. But when I don't have these moments of talking, I can run the turns a lot smoother. Don't take this as an example. I'm nervous now. It's like, oh God, I am going to fall or jump or invisible rock all of a sudden and go spinning out. So don't take that as an example. But usually, yeah, when I'm not doing commentary. Well, I bounced a little bit there again. I need to stay low in that turn. That was much better though, 47.5. That might be enough to keep. I mean, I'm a whole 2 seconds ahead than anyone else right now. This is super quick and obviously super risky to run. Okay, now 1 second, so they're getting faster as well. And I'm getting slower, so I might as well not even finish this lap. Let's call it and see what that got me. No surprise there at pole. Yeah, I'm thinking this is definitely this is gonna feel like the days of no restrict plate. This is gonna feel like 1987 Talladega, Davey Allison. The whole reason they have the restrictor plates now. Not quite Bill Elliott 212 miles an hour record qualifying time, but yeah, I got a feeling unless they pull me in with a draft, I don't know. Okay, that tire's definitely not touching the track, but spinning. I think that's about, just got to be a couple inches off.
Coming to the green, buddy. Coming to the
This
green.
is such a wild setup. It's so nuts and works. I don't know if they're going to pull me back in and catch up to me in the draft, but I know I'm going to be faster than them. I mean, look at this. I'm already pulling away. I'm already at a half a second lead, basically. Now I am. And I'm throwing sparks everywhere. So now I'm left wondering, because I can see that they're not catching back up. I don't think they are. I think I'm just going to keep them off and leave them. I mean, we're gonna get top speeds here, but if mine is always faster than theirs, when they're in the draft at 100% difficulty, they should be pretty quick. I don't know. Once we get to max speed, get around here, maybe they start chasing me down again, or well, for the first time. They might hold out about right there.
Great lap, buddy. That one's in the book. Okay, let's use that clean air. Keep digging.
I mean, Labonte just made the fastest lap. Apparently the best lap. I probably won't hold once I come back around. I mean, I'm just losing them. And I keep losing them. And I keep getting a distance on them. I'm 202 miles an hour by myself. I need to remember that staying low in this turn might be the best course of action. I heard some bottoming out again. I mean, I didn't go spinning, but I heard it. I have a 2 second lead over Gordon.
Nice lap. That's the fastest
Set
one
the
out there.
fastest lap. So if this is going to be the race, I mean, this is not going to be entertaining. And I talked about that in previous videos, my NASCAR Heat videos. It's just me blowing away the race, because anytime you look a setup online, you're either going to get someone that gives you a really good competitive setup, and you're going to have an intense race you can't really talk in, or if you're like me, you set it up yourself, you get completely blown away. But 90% of the time, you're going to find a setup someone's tried to get the most speed out of the car as they can with its setup, and this is the case, and it is absolutely dominant. It's like Dale Jr.'s out to get revenge for 2015, since this is NASCAR 15, and everyone remembers, it's a Junior fan, how his NASCAR 2015 Daytona. My Daytona. Damn, I cannot drive and talk. I've talked about this. I'm a little rusty. Forgive me. How his experience in 2015 at Talladega went down. Everyone might remember that. That's a Junior fan. That's what I'm trying to talk about. I shouldn't have been. Man, I went to that race. I should be able to let that flow right out. It should just flow. But it's like he's on a revenge tour for that, because that was the race. Harvick's car stalled out, and it left him in second. Man, it was a heartbreaker. That was the first time I saw a cooler fly over my head. Junior went down a lap down, I think, in that race. got back on the lead lap, gets all the way back up to second. They had that one last chance to get it right, because if a caution goes out this time, everyone is just stuck exactly where the caution comes out. They got to see where you're at. That's where you get placed. That's the crap they still do. So, I think they do. I don't know. I don't watch a lot these days. But it happened, you know. Green flag. Everyone saw the start that Junior got. He was about to overtake Joey Logano, and Harvick's car stalled. Now, whether Harvick did it on purpose or not is a contention amongst fans, I'm sure. It's not for me. I'm pretty decided on whether it happened on purpose or not. But it happened, and man, all I remember hearing is keep your head down, get out of here, and seeing beer cans, coolers flying over the head. I thought there was going to be a riot. Because, again, you are in redneck heaven with redneck Jesus running in second place, about to overtake first, and somebody stalls their car out, or, you know, purposely or not.
Running great, buddy. All that work.
You are a very upset fan. You just can't beat it. You can't beat Junior at Talladega, man. Really, any of the Alabama gang, Talladega, home track for them. And as I mentioned before, the Davis 2 Motorsports, you know, the track that we are racing at, Huntsville Speedway, that is where a lot of the Alabama gang, Neil Bonnet, Bobby Allison, Donnie Allison, Davey Allison, Dale Earnhardt raced there. They'd come up there and race. It's, it's a famous track, and that is where we're going every Saturday. I'm taking photos. Everyone's putting together a great race car. It's just really something you guys should come and check out over on Facebook. You know, not to plug that in the middle of a race again, you know, but it's just, it would help so much, and I appreciate it.
What's your fuel? You ready to dive in?
Already have to fuel. Tires, not so much. We could just go in. I could go in for a splash. I definitely know I'm going to take a drink of my actual Diet Mountain Dew, and that is not a plug. I'm not plugging for that. I literally just got a Diet Mountain Dew and went to the store and was like, you know what? I know I'm going to do this race later. I know what car I'm going to do it in. You know, I know I'm going to be driving as Dale Jr., so I'm going to get one just to have it here with me, and absolutely, I'm not endorsing that. Not doing a plug for that whatsoever.
I can't say this enough. Save, save, save.
It's a nice looking car. Except for the part where it looks like it literally, if you just were to be able to look at it from that angle the entire time, it just, you're wondering, when's this thing going to take off and fly? And if I don't stop, you know, flipping the camera like this and looking at it, it may be when I smack the wall. But I think I was supposed to go in for fuel that time. I'm going to be getting real low here, coming around.
Okay, this lap. Coming this
Okay,
time.
this lap, this time. I hear him. I hope that I make it.
You ready, buddy? We're low on fuel.
All right, so if it takes 10 laps every time to come
We can
in,
do this all
it's 3
day.
stops for me. That sounds like one of those machines at the hospital when you're hooked up to it, which for some reason is giving me high amounts of anxiety. The way it's beeping, I'm not liking that. Oh, I'm going too fast.
It's too fast, man. Check up, check up.
You
Tried
need some
to.
fuel, I think we should change those tires out. Okay, let's get this stuff figured out.
I'm going to have to serve a penalty for that. That is going to make things interesting. As fast as I've been, I now have to serve a penalty.
Remember what we practiced. Let's do this.
I don't think it will help the AI in a way. I think it'll make things interesting. To tell you the truth, me having to serve a penalty might make things interesting.
Take the drive-through this time around.
I'm still in front of everybody.
For speeding on pit lane. You'll have to do a drive-through penalty within 3 laps, or they'll stop counting
Within 3
your
laps. So let's try. I think I'm going to try to get in front of everyone as much as I can. Versus coming in right now for that. Try to get some distance on them. I mean, I already got quite a bit. Get a bit more. It's too bad I can't actually go ahead and make a pit stop when I do, so to put me on a different pit strategy, that could make things interesting. Let's go ahead and try to put some people a lap down first before I come serve that penalty.
Player, bring the car down pit road for this penalty.
Remember that black flag? Come down pit road this time.
I'll decide when I'm coming down pit road for that penalty. Thank you very much.
Keep digging, buddy. It's not over yet.
Can you imagine a setup so just dominant that you can get a black flag during a race and still win? That would be the stuff legends are made of, but not the stuff. Not the stuff that's fun to watch. That's for sure. Like my stumbling of words, trying to say, 2015 Talladega took me a full minute after I fumbled on the year, fumbled on the wrong track.
Bring him down pit road.
Gotta come in this time unless you want to get
Gordon
disqualified.
doing all the way back here. That's not good.
Inside's clear.
Trying to get away from these guys as much as possible before I have to make that drive through. They're going to get pretty close. In fact, they're probably going to pass me, and I'm going to have to catch back up to them.
Whatever you're doing.
Whoa,
you
I had
do it.
another off the track moment there. I don't need one of those during the race. Oh, I'm going to fly into the pit road here. Boy, I just keep losing.
It's too fast, man. Check. Gotta do a pass-through on pit road.
I got to do a second pass through, don't I? I didn't get that. I was just there. I keep forgetting. And I would have been in front of everybody. Okay, no. I just met speed, I guess. I don't know, but they're closing in on me. I know that.
Looking low. Car approaching low.
Whoa! Oh. Tried to block a little bit. That wasn't a good idea. Oh, he's going to be so mad. Good thing Rivals is not on here like NASCAR Thunder, because sorry about that.
The safety crews are clear of the track.
Pit road's now open. Crew's on the wall.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take pit road. Why not? Again, I'll get myself on a different pit strategy. Mostly everyone's coming down with me, so that won't be the case. There's only 3 staying out.
Okay, buddy, we're ready for you.
To beat everyone, I think I'm just going to go with field. I mean, I was just in pit
Okay, we
road
need to be fast here. In and out. Let's go.
not too long ago. Though, tire wear is on ×4, so maybe I should have changed.
Great stop, guys. In and out. It's all up to you now, buddy.
We're doing great, buddy. That pit stop's gonna make all the difference.
Yeah, hopefully so. I don't know if that puts me in a place
Almost at
where
the green.
I'll still have to make the same amount of pit stops, I do believe. I was hoping to cut one out, but I don't think that's going to be the situation.
Put it on the left. Looking really good right here. 3 wide, 2 high.
Didn't take long to be
Clear
gone.
right side.
Even starting from the position that I did was about 6th or so. Yes, and I did have to count that and think about that. Already a second ahead on second place. Alright, so now I've served a penalty. I caused caution. I was trying to get down to block, but I didn't want to overcorrect this controller too much. Potentially come out of, another jumping an invisible rock or bottoming out, whatever, and spinning out. I didn't want to do that either. So I just didn't come down fast enough to block and cause them to have to check up. That was not, it was an intentional me trying to block, but I was not trying to cause a wreck, which I did. So, oh well. I had a little bit of, scrapage on the car. It'll make for a good die cast. If I win this, petition to have a raced version made. Dell Jr. Gets black flag, come back and wins without any stalled cars this time. Actually, when I looked back just then, the sparks made me think for some reason that someone was launching up in the air.
Ready to go.
Alright, so let's see what we get on this pit strategy. It's going to be interesting. This controller, though, it is, if you hear it, I apologize. It sounds like an old rocking chair. It's not. It's a universal controller for anything modern that's out right now. It works, outside of the PS5, of course. But it is just a horrible controller. Got it off Amazon. It's not good for PC whatsoever. It's not good for anything. It's definitely not good for driving games. And that's what I mostly use it for.
Keep digging.
I bought it last year when I was playing Gran Turismo and got back into NASCAR and then got out of NASCAR and got into late models and all that. But all through that time I played several different racing games, and this controller's been the main one for all of them, and it's been bad since the beginning, but now it's really just completely ate up, and there it goes. I mean, I moved my foot to be more comfortable, and I just barely moved the analog, and it nearly I took almost a straight right into the wall. And when you got a setup like this that's bottoming out, it's bad. I don't even know what name brand it is, so I can tell you I don't recommend it. All I know is it looks, so it's black and looks just like an Xbox 360 controller. I mean, it looks just like one. It'll work, however, on a PS3. It will work on the Xbox 360. It'll work, on a PS4 and so on. But, and especially any of the Xbox stuff. It is a horrible controller, though. I'm afraid to bring it closer and look at it and try to get you a name and tell you to avoid it and what to avoid, because I would wreck this car. I know I will. It's not I might, I will. So don't want to do that. Already got some people in here pitting.
We have fun out there.
I feel like I'm not leaving everyone behind at the way I was before, but I'm still leaving everyone behind. Still, this car just looks like it's going to launch. I don't think that little bit of scraping there on the side would be slowing me down. And I mean, look, you can see how much I bounce around. If I look off to the map to my left, if I try to look at my speed, right now I literally just have to focus on the car. So usually I have a little bit of wiggle room when it comes to that. I could maybe look at the map, see how the cars are separated. I'm struggling even on the backstretch because the way that this setup, I copied it to a T, and the way that it is, it constantly pulls to the left. If I just let go of it right here, I'm absolutely just gonna go to the left. and I'd be in the infield before I knew it. So no doing that. And I'm so worried. All of a sudden it's just hit me. I'm like, oh, please don't bottom out. I've made it this far. I don't want the car to bottom out. And I spin out again. I mean, I had that one little moment there where I hopped, but I did not spin out.
Take a good look at that fuel gauge, buddy. That'll tell you how many laps we've got.
Whoa, again, almost took a straight right into the wall. Even when my car is wanting to turn so hard to the left, trying to correct it to the right is very dangerous with this controller. Now, it's not just me. I used to think it was maybe just me. Maybe I'm not as... maybe I'm just not able to hold the turns with this controller when I play racing games. But then I've had people come over, pick this controller up, and ask, what is this? You know? And that was not really how they asked or the language they used, but it was what they asked, in other words, you know? And so this is a garbage controller. It's definitely been tested by others who also play racing video games to say, you know what, this is trash. Not that I'm saying that I'm a great driver or I can hold the turns great or anything, but I can usually do much better than what I'm doing here. And I do think trying to do commentary and races, that takes skill. Now, there's a lot of people that I'm subscribed to and I watch that I need to go, you know, I never comment on videos. I need to go throw them a comment because that takes some concentration. I mean, maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm just, you know, suck when it comes to this or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just trash. But this is hard for me to talk and drive. At least drive the way that I'm wanting to drive this car. There's absolutely nothing I can do about if this thing decides to bottom out.
We'll have to stretch this out a little bit, or maybe pit. It's your call. No one's going to touch you out here today.
Alright, so I gotta come in this time for fuel. Oh, and I got the fastest lap still. I'm surprised by that. Usually, again, the race that I ran last night, let's try not to go in here too fast. The race that I ran last night was... Kyle Larson just had an incredible lap time, which sounds about right for Kyle Larson.
All four tires are worn and you need some gas, and I also think you use some more tape.
I think I'm just going to go right side this time and feel. Just to get out of here a little quicker, and then I'll worry on a full set of tires next time. Hit strategy is the only thing making this interesting, and that I've got, you know, that black flag that I'm still trying to basically keep ahead of the field because of. Because if it was not for that, I mean, I would be so far away from everyone.
Awesome job, guys. Great teamwork.
Like I said, we got a real good car here. Just take care of everybody. You're doing great. Nice.
And it looks like I'm going to be really far away from everyone regardless when this all cycles out, unless there's some kind of caution that I cause. As long as I don't do that again. And the sparks are flying. Yeah, down the backstretch. I'm actually having to hold the analog. I haven't really paid attention to how much I'm having to hold that thing to the right. I don't know if you can hear the rocking chair sound squeak. It needs some DW40 or something, but I'm having to pull that analog over pretty far. So when I'm in the turns and I just let go of the analog and let it come all the way back up, I'm feeling it's having some kind of drift to it, and it's going right on some of these turns.
You having fun out there?
Not exactly sure though. I need to get on it. I need to get on one of those games, third-person character just standing there to see if the controller's moving by itself at this point. Because it's had nothing but racing games played on it for probably about 4 months now. And I'm starting to wonder if it's these setups I mean, I know it's this setup. This setup's just strange. Fast, everything else is just strange. I mean, obviously it's bottoming out, spinning out in practice or qualifying and stuff like that, but there could be some element that it's the controller as well, when it could be some kind of drift issue. Because I'm just having this where I whoop back right, like that right there, every now and then, and all I'm doing is slightly coming off the analog and coming back and just letting it meet
Whatever you're doing, you just keep doing it.
and stop right in the middle, but somehow I still, do this right here. Well, more like do that right there. So I don't know. Could be controller as well. A little bit of both. Alright, so I'm 18, nearly 19 seconds will be soon ahead of the leaders. Or I'm the leader, but of the people that's on the lead pack that's behind me.
9 to go.
In other words, I'm 19 seconds ahead of second place. If I can start holding the turns right again. I mean, I think I got this. One more pit stop, we'll be done. Cycle everything out. As long as there's no foolery, shenanigans that causes cautions. The only caution I think was me causing shenanigans. So as long as everything remains clean, I think this is going to be a pretty dominant beatdown for everyone. Junior gets his revenge from the 2015 Fall Talladega race. Set everything right that time. Booyah! Not that it matters. The only person it matters to is me. I hate when I mess up in a video. So, a little revenge for Dell Jr. and a little for myself for fumbling when I first tried to mention that race. Actually, I think I'm going to take I think for sure when I do the thumbnail, I'm going to take the car I took a picture of was a Mountain Dew Dell Jr. car. I'm going to use that as the thumbnail in this video instead of this car like originally, because that's the way I've been doing these thumbnails, is taking these cars and using them, cropping them out and using them on the thumbnail. Yeah, I'm going to take the actual one from Talladega that I took myself of Dell Jr.'s car. Since that race has been brought up so many times, and since the first time I tried to bring it up, I stumbled on it, and I've brought up that stumble more than I've brought up that race.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
But that's what I'm going to do.
Clear.
This is absolute dominance. So I'm going to show you guys the setup now, just so if you kind of enjoy this kind of thing, man, had the trouble that I had back when I first played this game, and you just want to go back and run all over it at Talladega, I will show you this setup. Easy to look up, because if you look up anybody's setup, they're going to give it to you, but I'll still show it to
Not
you.
over yet.
So you can see exactly what mine is. How crazy it is. I think there's only like 14 and a half pounds in this back left rear tire, while there's 35 in front left, and then the two right side tires, I think, are all the way up on the pressure. It's something wild, and that I really can't even remember, because it's just so crazy. I remember thinking, this is not going to work. I'm going to, as soon as I go, because I got all the assist off or whatever, as soon as I gas this car, it's going to spin out. I'm going to hit wall. I'm going to, everything, I thought what happened in qualifying, where I wrecked, was going to be multiple times. I thought that was going to be pretty much, yes, this car.
Nice and smooth. You're way out front.
But when I tried it last night, well, technically this morning at like 4 a.m., when I tried that setup before I got ready to record this, it was super quick. I mean, just really, really fast. As you can see, it has put on a dominant performance.
Clear low.
And my question is for the AI, is the AI that's out that I haven't lapped, the 2, are they going to try to stick it out the rest of the race without pitting? And I only have about 20, so seconds on them. And if they don't pit soon, if Harvick doesn't pit, Blaney doesn't pit,
Look at your fuel gauge for me. You ready to pit?
and I pit, I'm going to have to,
You're up high.
and I don't get anything but just fuel, they're going to be out in front of me. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get
We
fuel
can do
here.
this all day.
Oh, I think that they've pitted now because I'm absolutely gaining so many seconds on them.
He's coming on the outside. Right's all clear, bud.
All right, no more flags, no more black flags.
All 4 tires are worn and you need some gas. And I also think you
All right, so yeah, let's get everything this time. Go ahead and fill the fuel anyway, even though I probably don't need it filled. Yeah. So they've got to be in the pit stop. It's got to be, yeah, there's Blaney right there. And there's Harvick taking off. I could have just got a splash of fuel and probably him been the only car left not a lap down.
Clear right side.
It might be smart to stay down on the track. I got this thing about just, boom, let me jump back on the track instantly and get in everyone's way, which would be, wonderful caution right there. Oh, and it would have involved number 38 again. Oh,
Watch your mirrors,
here they
coming up
come.
fast. Looking inside. You don't need to block. He's going to draft.
Oh,
with you.
you're going to draft with me, okay. Get me up to speed.
Right side's clear.
Appreciate that. So there's definitely going to be some lapped cars. That's just wild here at Talladega. So I got 2 laps, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to go through all these cars. I don't like you. Get out of the way, Mr. Vickers.
Clear on the inside.
You're lucky I don't, turn you up in front of the entire pack of cars, but actually there's no pack of
Doing
cars.
great. Nice and steady. Second place is way back.
Oh boy, I'm having a hard time controlling this car. But I couldn't imagine having to use this setup in any form that would have involved me in the pack. So this only works to purely dominate. Ooh. Oh, I had one of those. Can you imagine? Lap 36, 37. I just had one of those hops that spun me out qualifying and did not spin me out here. I bottomed the car out again. Which I'm hearing it in the game. I'm bottoming the car out a lot. There's a couple of those causing,
One more time.
a lot of jumps.
Right's clear.
The last thing this car needs to do is jump now. Please just make it through this. Dell Jr.'s revenge from that fall 2015 Talladega race that I keep bringing up. But I don't know, that's about the only interesting thing about this video, because this is a pure dominant, brutal beatdown of a run. I'm going to go over this setup and show it to you guys, so, stick around for that. That's going to be the post race right there. What is this setup? Why does it look like it's one of those squatted pickup trucks? Why is it so dominant? Well, I'm going to show it to you. The fastest lap and the best driver.
Great job, man. Great job. Same great driver, just another
And you're a
damn
winner,
extra lane.
Dylan
Awesome
Hart
job,
Jr.
little buddy.
Let's view the results, because I'm always interested in this, right? So, Casey Mears. I remember, I kept looking up there and going, Mears, who? Just a couple of these names I've seen sounds like those NASCAR Thunder drivers that have, like number 113 made up cars and stuff. So nothing surprising that really sticks out. Maybe outside of Kurt Busch or Kyle Larson being so far back. I don't think I've seen Kyle Busch's name yet, have I? Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, there's two surprising. I don't know what happened to these guys, but they're back there. Kyle Busch, a lap down at Talladega, and 34th. He's having, well, I mean, that's kind of the kind of race he would have now. So I guess that's not really out of place. I mean, it would have been out of place in 15, not now. This guy. Oh, Jimmy Johnson all the way back in 39th. That's a surprise. Josh Wise. He's definitely, that just sounds like one of those, again, from NASCAR Thunder. That would be a number 198 instead of 98. I don't even remember Josh Wise. And I'm pretty good about remembering most of these drivers. Not so much here. All right, I'm going to show you that car setup. So let's continue. When we can get through this loading screen. Oh, I was incorrect. Yeah, I wasn't alive in 1958. I mean, you still can know that trivia. You don't have to be alive to know that trivia, but I did not know that one. That was the first time I saw a trivia question on this game remotely like that. That tells you how much time I spend on here, which is not a lot. So yeah, let's go back. Just so I can show you the setup that was used here. I'm actually going to do another race, but again, loading screens. I don't miss this on older games. Long loading screens. Look at that. I've almost done a full race and everything that I've done. 186 laps, all combined together. All right, so if I gotta apply the setup first. So let's just go and edit current setup. So this is it. This is this wild setup that has me completely, squatted. You can pause it anytime you want to look at it. This is it. If you want to run this and you want to dominate, be careful in the turns. There's apparently some part of the track or parts of the track that can cause you to bottom out. Boom, you can spin out very quickly. Sometimes you bottom out, you don't spin out, but I had that one during qualifying, so be careful with that. But this is it. Yeah, the ride height up front is 10 on both sides, but this is what's crazy. To me, it looked like the rear left was squatting more than the rear right. I guess it's maybe the banking and everything. But, yeah, the ride height says it's higher. Oh, no, it was weird. Rear left, the tire pressure, 14.5. I thought that was right. Why the front all the way up at 65, front rear right 65, front left 35. They're all high, and then that left one's so low. Again, this is a setup I find on YouTube. It's weird. You guys can look it up if you want to, and try to find it. Because right now, the only thing I'm going to keep in my description is definitely that Facebook link. Again, so thanks for coming by. If you get a chance, and if you don't mind, go click on that link, Davis 2 Motorsports. I'm doing photography for the team. It's a great team, great group of people, and you should definitely check that out. So thanks for watching this video, and I hope to see you on the Davis 2 Motorsports Facebook page. Thanks again.